This is Dr. Kendra Pearsall, and I'm very concerned about the number of people out there, maybe yourself included, who need their 1 or 2 cups of coffee each day in order to get through the day. What this is indicative of is that you have adrenal fatigue. And what's happening is that the coffee stimulates your adrenals, which is a gland that sits on top of your kidneys, and it causes your adrenals to pump out cortisol and epinephrine. And these are stimulant hormones that rev up your body, they increase your heart rate, they decrease your digestive juices, they make you have to urinate, they wire you. And they also increase vasodilation to the brain, which makes you wide awake. But what happens also is that it causes your adrenal glands to work so hard to produce this hormone in high amounts, much more than normal, then it causes the adrenal gland to be overworked. And over time, this leads to adrenal fatigue. And if it continues long enough and the stress is severe enough, it can lead to adrenal exhaustion. I know how tempting it is to want to turn to coffee, to try to keep you going, to want that alertness and that mental energy to get you going through the day. It can be exhausting sitting at a computer all day long. I know. I sit at a computer until 9 o'clock at night some nights, sitting in front of a computer. It gets boring, and it gets tedious, and it's fatiguing and mind-numbing. I know. And so I have some suggestions for you if you're a caffeine junkie and you love your coffee fix. First of all, to those of you who love to drink coffee for the taste, then you absolutely have to try some of these coffee substitutes that are made out of figs and chicory and barley and different grains and dried fruit, and you can get them at any health food store or online, and they go under the name brands of Ticino or Pero, Cafix. Just look in the alternative coffee section, and it's really amazing. This combination of dried fruit and grains can make something that's very similar to coffee, but with the exception that it doesn't have the caffeine, and it's actually a healthful beverage for you. So even if you're not into coffee, you should check this out, because it's a very healthy beverage to drink. And it also, the chicory in this formula contains inulin, and inulin it's like a fiber, and it will increase your natural flora in your intestines, which help make B vitamins, and also can help keep you regular. See, some people depend on caffeine to stimulate a bowel movement, because it stimulates your digestive system, and it can make you want to urinate and defecate. But you don't want to use caffeine to do those things. You want to make sure that you're getting it through fiber. And so if you're drinking coffee for the buzz, to be alert and alive, then what you want to do is you want to wean off the caffeine, and you need to nourish your adrenals and take care of your adrenals. And there are different adrenal formulas that are available we have one on our site called Adrenal Rescue. And this is how to nurse your adrenals back to health. If you are tired all the time and you've gone through a lot of stress in your life, then chances are very high that you have some adrenal weakness that needs to be addressed. And so taking an adrenal formula is the perfect remedy for kind of nursing those adrenals back to health. And you'll also want to take probably 4 grams of vitamin C each day, because the adrenals really thrive on vitamin C. And tyrosine is also an excellent amino acid. I take tyrosine, that's my coffee. And you can take 1 to 2 capsules. Those of you who have been caffeine junkies for a long time may need to take as much as 4 capsules at a time. Or if you've been on stimulant drugs like Ritalin or or other Adderall, drugs that have the same effect where they're revving up your nervous system, then you are going to have some adrenal fatigue and tyrosine. Tyrosine is also, you want to take more tyrosine. If you're doing cocaine or doing the amphetamines, again, you'll definitely want to get on tyrosine and an adrenal supplement, both. Tyrosine is also very helpful for thyroid. If you have a sluggish thyroid, then tyrosine is in a lot of thyroid formulas to help stimulate the thyroid. So tyrosine is a wonderful amino acid. So those are my 3 recommendations. Is if you're into caffeine, to get your caffeine fix, then it's time to seriously think about stopping that, because being addicted to caffeine and doing a lot of caffeine each day, even if it's just 1 cup, will also make for a difficult menopause, because your adrenals won't be able to produce your estrogen and progesterone, because they'll be weakened. And when your ovaries stop producing those hormones, then you're completely out of hormones, and then that really causes you to age. So, find a coffee substitute, experiment with them. Raja's Cup is another one too that is high in antioxidants. And then also look into adrenal repair supplement and tyrosine for a natural energy boost, and also help nourish your nervous system.